Maria Corazon Cuanco Aquino was born on January 25, 1933. She was popularly known as Cory Aquino. She was married to Senator Benigno Aquino Jr., the staunchest critic of President Marcos. She has six children. Those are Benigno Aquino III, Chris Aquino, Balsi Aquino, Pinky Aquino, Victoria Aquino, and Viel Aquino. She emerged as the leader of the opposition after her husband was assassinated on August 21, 1983. Upon returning to the Philippines from exile in the United States. In late 1985, Marcos called for a snap election and Aquino ran for the president, with former Senator Salvador Laurel as her running mate for vice president. After the election, held on February 7, 1986, the Batasang Pambansa proclaimed Marcos and his running mate Arturo Tolentino as the winners. Allegations were made of electoral fraud, with Aquino calling for massive civil disobedience action from the armed force and the Philippines and the support of the local Catholic hierarchy led to the People Power Revolution that ousted Marcos and resource secured Aquino accessions on February 25, 1986. She became the first woman that became president, the 11th president of the Philippines. 1987 Prize for Freedom Award is an annual prize presented by the Liberal International since 1985. The award has given to President Cory Aquino, who led Asia's only successful bloodless peace revolt that ousted the most prominent dictatorial regime in Southeast Asia. 1993 Special Peace Award from the Aurora Aragon Quezon Peace Award Foundation and Concerned Women of the Philippines. 1995 Path to Peace Award. 1998 Ramon Magsaysay Award for International Understanding. Ramon Magsaysay is an annual award that given to President Cory Aquino as a simple housewife who became a widow and a symbol of popular and peaceful revolution that deposed of tyrant. Brave political candidate who became the 11th president of the Republic of the Philippines and the icon of non-violent democratic aspiration to the world. 1998 Pearl S. Buck Award. Rudolph Bocon presented its first Pearl S. Buck Award to former Philippine President Corazon Aquino. 1999 one of Time Magazine's 20 most influential Asians of the 20th century. 2001 World Citizenship Award is an award of the World Association on Girls Guides and Girl Scout. 2005 Bridging Leadership Award. 2005 one of the world's elite women who makes by the International Women Forum Hall of Fame. 2006 one of Time Magazine's 65 Asians Hero. 2008, one of different views of 15 champions of the world democracy. AWC Asia Pacific Community Building Award, Women International Center International Leadership Living Legacy Award, Noel Foundation Life Award. President Aquino issued Proclamation Number 3. This allowed her exercise both executive and legislative power until the certification of the 1987 Constitution, restoration of Congress in 1987. She abolished the 1973 Constitution that was enforced during martial law. And by decree issued by the Provincial 1986 Freedom Constitution pending the ratification of a moral, formal, comprehensive character. The new code enhanced the power of LGU to enact local taxation measured and assure them to share in the national revenue. Aquino promulgated two landmarks legal codes, namely the Family Code of 1987, which reformed the civil law on family relation, and the Administrative Code 1987, which recognized the structure of the execution branch of government. This Supreme Court decision affirmed the status of Aquino as the rightful leader of the Philippines. Another landmark law that was enacted during her tenure was the 1991 Local Government Code, which devolved national government powers to local government units. May 1986, the recognized Supreme Court declared the Aquino government as not merely a de facto government but in fact and law a de jure government whose legitimacy had been affirmed by the community of nations. President envisioned agrarian and land reforms as the centerpiece of her administration, social legislative agenda. Her family background and social class as a privileged daughter of a wealthy and land-clad became lightning rod of Christianism against her land reform agenda. February 24, 1987, 3 weeks after the resounding ratification of 1987 Constitution, agrarian workers and farmers marched to the historic Mendiola Street near the Malacanang Palace to demand genuine land reform from Aquino administration. During her last 2 years in office, President Aquino administration faced a series of natural disaster and calamities. 1990 Luzon earthquake, which left around 1,600 people dead, and the 1991 volcanic eruption of what was then thought to be a dormant Mount Pinatubo, which was the second largest terrestrial eruption of 20th century, killing around 300 people and causing widespread long-term devastation of agricultural land in central Luzon. During Aquino presidency, electric blackouts became common in Manila. The capital experienced blackout lasting 7 to 12 hours, bringing numerous business to a halt. By the departure of Aquino in June 1992, business in Manila and Derby province had lost nearly $800 billion since the preceding March. Corazon Aquino decision to mothball the Bataan nuclear plant built during the Marcos administration contributes to the power crisis in 1990s, as the 620 megawatts capacity of the plant was enough to cover the shortfall at the time. March 24, 2008, Cory Aquino diagnosed with colorectal cancer. Aquino family announced that the former president had been diagnosed with colorectal cancer upon her being earlier informed by the doctor that she has only 3 months to live. May 13, 2008, in public statement during one healing mass, Aquino said that her blood tests indicate that she was responding well to the treatment, but her hair and appetite loss were apparently. July 2009, she was suffering for lost appetite and was confined in Makati Medical Center. August 1, 2000